Welcome to the Panavox channel. My name is Joe.
I'm Brian Fellows.
And I'm Eric. And today on the Panavox channel, we're doing the top 10 best rock albums of all time.
Woo!
And we're going to do this topic in 3 different videos. And today I'm going to be giving my top 10 rock albums of all time. And I kind of debated about how I was going to pick my albums. And, I was thinking, well, should I just pick hard rock albums or should I just pick albums that fit into the rock category? And so in the end, I really just picked my favorite albums that just fit into the rock category. So these are all going to be a little bit out of the ordinary picks. So are you guys ready?
Ready.
For number 10, I've got number 4 by Stone Temple Pilots, released in 1999. It's my favorite Stone Temple Pilots album, and I just gotta have it in my top 10. Mm-hmm. Just because I just wore that album so much. Mm. And what do you guys? I don't know if you guys are Stone Temple Pilot fans.
I was not at first, right? Mm. But I saw the Meat Puppets open for Stone Temple Pilots at Oak Mountain,
Oh, yeah.
And Chris was kind enough to, give me and Samantha some backstage passes. So we watched the puppets from out in the audience, and then I watched some of the Stone Temple Pilots set, from behind the stage, and I was really impressed with, how good they were. At one point, Kurt Kirkwood joined them on stage to jam with them.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I felt like a total idiot, though, because, I'd kind of been making fun of them a little bit the whole night. And then, after the show, I was in the Meat Puppets dressing room, and, the 2 brothers, the guitar player and bass player, came back there. And they could not have been, nicer people,
Yeah.
They came up to me and was like, "Hey, my name's Dean, what's going on, man?" And I was like, "Oh, not much."
Right. Man. Yeah. Yeah. I've always liked them, and I don't hear too many people talking about them, as far as having any great albums or whatever. But I've always had kind of a special fondness for their 4th album, and it's just called Number 4. And so that's my number 10 pick. Which
I think they suffered from coming out around the same time as Pearl Jam, because I know they got a lot of flack for being like Pearl Jam imitators, which they weren't really.
Yeah, yeah. They got that one song where Scott Weiland was kind of singing a little melody that was a little bit similar to what Pearl Jam was singing on one of their songs, and I think that's the whole reason, really, why they got accused of ripping off Pearl Jam.
But yeah, he throws a lot of years in there. So
yeah.
So is number 4 the one that has the song "Half the Man I Used to Be"? Is that on that one, or is it a different album?
No, that's actually on their first album, I think.
That's on their first album.
Number 4 is a little more kind of popish, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. They had a hit on there called "Sour Girl."
Yeah, I think that's the only Stone Temple Pilots album I actually have.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing I love about them is that on each album they seem to progress a little bit. They became a different band almost on each album. And if you listen to number 4 and then listen to their first album, it almost sounds like 2 different bands, But I just love how they progress from album to album, and I've probably said enough about that album.
I've said too much.
Yeah, I mean,
Anyway,
I like Stone Temple Pilots. Some of their songs that got on the radio really appreciated them. I'm not, particularly familiar with their discography, but yeah, I mean, some of their big hits that made on the radio, really respect it. Really great musicianship, good singing. I think they're an important band from the '90s for sure. And into the early
okay.
2000s. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna move on to number nine.
Talk to us
And
about number 9, man.
at number nine, I've got another album from 1999, and it's Electric Honey by Luscious Jackson.
Aha. Is that the one that has like kind of a yellow cover?
No, it's kind of a dark color, and it's got like these kind of square pictures of the band members on the front.
Uh-huh.
It had a song called Lady Fingers on there. That was kind of their hit song off of that album. But that was just a solid album from start to finish. There's not a bad song on there. And I just wore that thing out for several years. I was listening to songs off of that album. Or I used to make mixtapes and mix CDs, but I would always take one or two songs off of that album and put those on my mixtapes and my mix CDs and stuff. But yeah, that was just a really good album. I've never heard anybody else mention that album. But
Yeah, really.
it's just really solid. So maybe someone will check that out
I'm
after they
embarrassed.
watch this video.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed to admit I had heard about Luscious Jackson before, but and maybe I'd recognize some of their tunes if I heard them, but I just never kind of focused in on them. So for the ignorant like me, can you tell us a little bit about the band? Just a couple of small details.
Well, it's an all female band,
Hmm.
and there were like I think two main songwriters, and I'm trying to remember their names.
One of them was Kate.
One of them was Jill, uh, and I forget the other girl's name. I, I'm embarrassed. I didn't do any research for
Yeah.
our topic.
They were
Yeah,
they were
so-
the Beastie Boys label though, weren't they? Grand Royal.
I think maybe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they had a lot of kind of hip hop influence in their music, and so I don't know. You could argue that they don't belong on this list because it's a rock list, but there's a lot of rock influence on the Electric Honey album, and just the way they wrote all the songs and did all the arrangements and stuff. It's just an amazing album to me.
It's all one song, man.
Yeah,
It belongs here.
I want to check it out now. You've piqued my curiosity.
Oh yeah, you definitely should.
Okay.
I don't really know a whole lot about them. I had that album that I was trying to mention a minute ago. It starts out with that song "Naked Eye."
Right.
Yeah, that's the only one of theirs I know. But that was like a really good record. So.
Yeah, that was pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, my first two picks were actually the two most recent albums on my top 10 best rock albums list.
Right.
So for number 8, I've got The Captain and Me by the Doobie Brothers.
Oh.
And this is another one that I feel like doesn't get a lot of credit for being
What's on that one?
It's got Long Train Running, China Grove. It's got
Boy, that one takes me back.
South City Midnight Lady on it.
yeah. Yeah,
That's a
that
good
one too.
one.
It doesn't have a bad song on it,
No, it's a
actually.
strong one. Yeah.
And like the title song is really good. And there's this one song they didn't even decide what. I'm trying to remember the name of it, and it just escapes me right
Nat-
now. But
Natural Thing, Long Train Running, China Grove, Dark-Eyed Cajun Woman, Clear as a Driven Snow, Without You.
Clear as the Driven Snow. That's an amazing song.
Mm.
Yeah.
But like that whole album is absolutely amazing. And also the album they made after that, what were once vices are
Or
now
now habits.
habits.
And now I
Yep.
have it. Yeah.
That's another great album too. But yeah, I had to put Captain and Me on here because it's just is there's not a lot of people that single that out as being a great album, but it really deserves. I feel like it deserves to be number 8.
I
Well, I
think
will
that,
support you on that because when you first mentioned it, I heard you say the captain and I thought, oh my God, not to Neil. And then you said, and me. And so I was like, oh,
Yeah,
dodge that bullet.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's also got a really cool cover. I love
Mhm.
that cover where they're it's like sitting in a stagecoach on this
Mm.
sort of half-built freeway overpass,
Mhm.
and there's like this sort of overpass in Homewood, and ever since I was a teenager, whenever I see that cover, I think of that overpass in Homewood.
Mhm.
That's one hell of an overpass.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's like, well, if you just imagine that it just ended,
Mm.
Yeah.
like it
Which
didn't
it kind
come
of
down the
did
other
in one
side,
way.
it would look just like the one on the cover of Captain and Me.
For
Yeah.
real.
But
Yeah.
it's a cool album.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
the Doobie Brothers, they're kind of underdogs, they were super talented, but
Mm.
they don't get much critical acclaim. So
Yeah.
Well,
and in that, oh, what were you gonna say, Joe?
I just wanted to say that this particular part of the Doobie Brothers career, their discography, I would call that would be the Doobie Brothers righteous era because I mean, I that's the word that comes to my mind. That was righteous rock and roll, righteous. And I wouldn't
Well,
use that
Jesus is just
adjective.
all right with me. So,
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. That's like spirit in the sky level type of rock right there. But I mean, Doobie Brothers were like they had soul, and it was like for real. That's like not just oh you got soul, but it was like the real deal. And
Hmm.
they're just they have when I hear it, it just makes the hair on my arm stand on end, and I think about just how cool they were, and it's like their music. I think it's aged very well. You look back on it and you're like, yeah, it really was as good as you thought it was. When you look
Yeah,
back at it, it really was.
yeah.
do y'all remember when they were on that TV show, What's Happening?
No, I don't remember that.
Oh man, it was a classic. It was a two-parter. Like they were real big. Like they got the Doobie Brothers to come to their school to perform a show, and then like Rerun got bamboozled into bootlegging the show, and then they got caught, and then like the Doobie Brothers were mad at them and stuff. It was
Oh,
classic TV, and of course it gave us
wow.
the line like Raj went up to one of them and said, "So which Doobie do you be?"
Oh man.
Classic television.
Wow. I did
Yeah.
not know that. That is so
You
Isn't
don't
cool.
that
know what lineup of the Doobie Brothers that was. Was that
That was
the
the Michael McDonald era. That was like the minute by minute era. Yeah.
okay? Yeah,
But
I
you
was
know,
thinking maybe.
why were the Doobie Brothers on What's Happening though? It's not like they
That's a
needed the
good
exposure because they were a hit band at that point. And
that's a good question.
it's like were they trying like they were thinking they were going to make like the Doobie Brothers version of A Hard Day's Night or something. And like Michael McDonald is like, I got to get my acting chops up. Let's do the What's Happening episode before we do our movie. I just never made any sense to me, but I'm glad they did it.
I've got to check that out. I wonder if you can find that episode on YouTube or at least,
You sure can,
snippets of
buddy.
it.
I
Yeah. All
tell
right, I'm
you
gonna
what, you can
check it
do it.
out. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Wow.
Well, I didn't number these. All right, are we
Okay.
back to it?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's go.
What did I
All
say?
right, all right.
All
I
right.
had like a segue. I was going to segue from 8 to 7, but I forgot what I was going to say. So
You have eight, and when you remove one, you get.
7.
seven. That's right. It's time for the seventh best rock album of all time, according to me. And this one is the debut album from Boston.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, it's one of the all-time great albums.
Yep. Yeah, that's not a particularly controversial choice there. I mean, Tom Schultz created it in his home studio. He bypassed the usual studio executives to make a masterpiece that nobody had ever done before. It's an incredible
The
album.
musicians union wanted to kill him for that, man.
They did?
He
I don't know
rich
that.
death. And then he invented the rock man.
Yeah, the Boston debut has just always been one of my favorite albums. And they're kind of like the Doobie Brothers. They don't get a lot of critical acclaim. And so I thought, what the hell? I need to throw Boston on here, you know. And let's not forget the late Brad Delp, one of the greatest rock singers of all time. And they're just a great band.
Look at Mike. He held up "I hate Boston" sign. Mike, you dropped the
It's
turd in the punch bowl, man. Why do you do
It
that?
slipped.
I missed that. What was that?
He held up a sign said "I hate Boston." Yeah, yeah, see? Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh no.
I didn't say it.
He just held it up.
I found that. I don't know who wrote it.
No, it wasn't you. But
Oh well.
yeah, Eric, I'm totally on
Oh
board with you, man.
well.
I'm totally on board with you. I think it's a. I mean, I'm looking at the track list. More Than a Feeling, Peace of Mind, Foreplay, Long Time, Rock and Roll Band, Smoke and Hitch a Ride, Something About You, Let Me Take You Home Tonight. I mean, it's all there, man. I was like, every single track on there is
This
a
is great.
smash hit, man.
There's like no better debut album than the first Boston album.
No, yeah. I mean, it's like
Uh,
whatever.
Sure.
Meet the Beatles, you know.
It's a powerful,
Okay.
powerful album.
Well,
man.
I stick
Yeah.
by my number 7 pick.
Yeah.
I
Boston
would
was
if I were you.
I agree. Some of Boston's later albums weren't that great, but
Mhm.
that first album, man, there's just nothing that compares with it.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm gonna move on to number 6. For number 6, I've got The Laws, the one and only Laws album. And
I can't say I don't know anything about that man.
I just said there's no debut album that compares with Boston's first album, but it just so happened I had the Laws sitting there one place above Boston, and so I'm gonna take back what I said because that Laws album was just really good. Is as solid as the Boston album.
Just maybe in a different way, but that's something that is funny because Eric and I were in communication back around 1990, and the album had just come out. It came out in 1990, and I think, back in the days of landline phones, right? And we were, talking, and I was in South Carolina and you're in Birmingham, and what's it going, man? Are you listening to good music? And you told me, you said, I'm listening to this album, came out by the Laws, and you said it's the greatest album of all time, or something like that. It was like you said it was your absolute favorite album right at that time. And it really got my attention. So I ran out to the record store and I got a copy of it, and I was like, he's absolutely right. This is the bomb. This is an incredible album. And so it's like you and I were like calling back and forth and talking about what an amazing album it was right around that
Yeah.
time.
Actually, the way I remember it, you're the one that told me about the Laws.
Oh, really? It was the other way around?
Yeah, I think you
Oh,
actually told me about them.
oh, okay. I see. That's my Mike. You've warned me about this. How you can mix these things up. So
Yeah,
wow.
like your memories can get
Oh yeah.
changed. You
Yeah,
can change the way you remember things gets messed up sometimes, but
yeah, man.
either way, it's a great album, and the songwriter for that band, he was never able to come up with a second album, but he
Right.
didn't need to. He didn't need to come up with a second album because that album just blew me away when I heard it. I mean, that's just one of those great life-changing albums.
They're out there.
Yeah, the timeless
It was
melody
really
song.
good.
The
And
timeless.
I've just
Go ahead.
One at a time, guys. One at a time.
Sorry, right there, yeah.
You first, Joe.
I was just saying, I just think Timeless Melody is an incredible track. And it really is timeless. It's a timeless piece of music. If melody always finds me, you know.
Oh, come on, man. It's
So
got to be timed, right? I mean, it's got to be like, what, 3 minutes, 46 seconds or something? Not
yeah,
time. What are you
yeah.
talking about?
Yeah, I'm a different use of the word, but I get your point.
Oh, oh.
And I just wanted to put in, I mean, there's some Way Out is a fantastic song, you know, but I really like the song Liberty Ship. It's like, to me, it's like one of the quirkiest songs that have ever been composed. It's, it sounds like you're really on a boat. You know the song I'm talking about, Eric?
Yeah.
Yeah. I am the captain of the ocean, king. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, I just think that's like one of my all-time favorite tunes. I'm sorry, I get really excited about this album.
Keep going.
I
Keep going.
love it.
I want to hear
I think my favorite song in there is Doldrum.
Yeah, yeah,
The,
that's a
the, the
rocking
whole
song.
thing's great from
Yeah,
start to finish.
yeah, it's
And
it's an
so,
yeah.
all right, well, I'm going to move on. And my number five, I've got Sticky Fingers by the Rolling Stones.
Ooh.
And
That's big.
that's my favorite Rolling Stones album. I just think it's really solid.
It is.
And
Totally, man. Totally.
they got just so many different styles and like different types of songs and things on that album, and it all came together just create this perfect album.
Indeed. I've been listening to it since I was just a lad.
Hmm.
Me too.
Yeah,
And for some reason, I had that album when I was in high school, and my junior year of high school, I kind of flunked out and had to go to summer school, and I had to walk home from summer
Aw,
school.
aw.
But for some reason, that Sticky Fingers albums, it always reminds me of, well, like walking home from summer school in the summertime.
yeah, yeah.
Some albums do that like that. They'll
Yeah.
just capture that moment.
hmm
I really like the Sticky Fingers too, but I have my favorite track off. I mean, it's hard to have a favorite track on an album like that. Really, there's so many. They're all good, but I think if I had to pick one, it would be "Can't You Hear Me Knocking" because the part in the middle, the break part, where they have all that instrumentation, and then you have
Mhm.
the incredible guitar riff at the end, which is very simple and very unusual. Because when I heard it, I thought, did he mess this up? Was he really trying to play? Is it I think it's Mick Taylor that does that strange or that not strange, but just just a unique guitar part at the end. It's rather simple, but and it's just he makes it work. And you listen to it two, three, four, five. After I listened a while, I was like, how did he come up with this, man? This incredible riff. It's so basic, but it's so cool, and he made it work. And it's like with all the stuff in there, and it's like, this is amazing. I listen every time I hear that song, and to get to that part of the song, I'm like, they were geniuses. They were geniuses. Just get that vibe. When I hear
Couldn't
it.
play that song until I discovered like open tunings, and then it all like clicked.
Yeah.
I used to play a lot in open G, and I guess that's what Keith Richards played a lot too.
Mhm.
Yeah, just a level of absolute genius inspiration on that album in many different places.
But also, Moonlight Mile is a great tune, and Sway. I love Sway.
Oh man, yeah, I love both of those. I was right about to mention something about Moonlight Mile, and
I was actually at the Rolling Stones concert the first time they ever played Sway live.
oh really?
Yeah, Columbus,
Wow.
Ohio. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
pretty
that's probably my second favorite song on that album after Can't You Hear Me Knocking.
Yeah, it's greatness. Yeah,
I love it.
I love it.
Um,
You love it.
I think that this was part of the Mick Taylor era, am I right? So
Yeah,
Mhm.
and then you had the chemistry between Mick Taylor and Keith Richards. I mean, to me, it's just some of the finest rock and roll guitar work of all time on that particular album, just from a perspective of creative inspiration,
yeah.
style,
Oddly enough,
everything.
I think that record has like the least amount of playing by Keith Richards than like just about any other of their records.
Oh, really? So
Yeah, a lot of stuff that is usually attributed to Keith is actually Mick Jagger
Mick
Mick
Jagger's
Jagger.
playing the rhythm guitar on a lot of these tracks.
on a lot of them. Yeah, I mean not the whole
Did not
album,
know
but
that.
yeah,
Oh wow,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. I thought it was all Keith Richards coming up with
Well,
all this
that's what
stuff.
I used to think too, but no.
No. Wow. Wow.
So
So it's
Well,
interesting.
I just found out. This is off topic, but I just found out Paul McCartney played the guitar solo on Taxman.
oh yeah.
I
and
had
Wow.
no idea. I thought that was George the whole time.
Me
and
too,
another
man.
girl too.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
wow,
Yeah.
man.
Well, I'm sorry to get off topic, but I just found that out a few days ago, actually. That was
Interesting.
kind of a shocker.
That is a
Yeah.
shocker. Wow.
Okay, well, should I move on to my number four?
Yeah.
Nah, we can
Number
stay right
four,
here.
I've got, and Mike's probably going to hate this one too, but I've got Ghost in the Machine by the Police.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna hate the Police.
I just think it's a perfect album.
Yeah, I
And
played that record all the time when it came out.
yeah,
Yeah.
I love it, man. That's such a great album in every
It is.
possible way. Just musically, it's amazing. Lyrically, it's great. They're just an amazing bunch of musicians, and like the songs are great, and it's pretty close to being a perfect album, I think.
It is. It is. It's a masterpiece, and I feel like a lot of credit for that particular album goes to Stuart Copeland. I mean, all three of them are critical. I mean, they all play a key role in all that, but Stuart Copeland, man, is just killing it on that album. It's just some of
Yeah,
the greatest drum work. I mean, me personally, I just listen to him and I just feel a sense of awe, how he did that. And the fact that, yeah. So yeah, I'm just blown
Sorry.
away with it. No, I'm just blown away with it.
yeah, and I think Sting actually plays saxophone on a couple of songs on that
There you go. I
album,
didn't know that. Yeah.
like
My
the one where
album is still
there's
Zenyatta Mundata, but
Mhm.
Ghost of the Machine is still good.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah. The
Yeah, and the cover, and there was this song, that song,
Everyone
everything
thing.
she does is magic. That used to remind me of this girl that was in art class when I was in high school. But that's all I'm gonna say about that. I don't know.
That was the 80s,
I
man.
don't know if I should have said that, but
I
uh,
got one. I got one there too. The love of my life when I was a teenager, like my absolute top girlfriend. We got engaged. I think we kind of got engaged at one time. But yeah, and that was my song for her. That was a song that reminded me of her. And
okay.
we almost got engaged. We got engaged to be engaged. I don't know what it was. Didn't work out, but even
Oh,
anyway, yeah, I'm getting sentimental. I better not think about it too
Well,
much.
oddly
Okay.
enough, that song actually was my theme song from the time when I fell in love with a female magician. Because you should see the things she could pull out of a hat. Let me tell you.
so
Yeah.
literally everything she did was magic.
Yeah, if in a perfect world.
Man, oh man. Well, see, that's the power of the police right there.
That's the
Yeah.
power of love.
Well, I'm glad we could have like some level of agreement about
That was a
that
little
one.
too personal, though.
And I always,
On
and
to number
I
four.
have to add, I always thought it was cool that the cover looked like sort of like a calculator readout,
Yeah.
except with sort of like messed up looking symbols that sort of represented the band members.
It's
I,
extremely cool. Yeah,
I think, yeah, it's
it's up
cool.
there with
It's
some.
like when you're looking at your calculator goes haywire sometimes and it's just displaying nonsense. I don't know
Yeah.
if people even use calculators anymore, but that's
Yeah.
what that's what it reminded me of.
Yeah, my daughter's using one for her math class, so they're still around.
Okay, all right,
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
okay,
I wanted to talk a little bit about Omega Man. I just love that song. You know that da 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 da. No, I'm sorry, I'm confusing it with Demolition Man. Demolition Man. Da
yeah,
da
yeah,
da 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 da. I'm just yeah, that's
oh
awesome.
yeah. There's so many great grooves on that album,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Did y'all know that Andy Summers was in the Animals at one point?
Did not know that.
Yeah,
That far back, huh?
very briefly. It was after like the original Animals had kind of split up about 67, 68 or something.
Yeah.
And he played with them long enough to do like one album. And I think there's like a clip from some German TV show or something where he plays live with them. But
Hmm.
I always used to love Andy Summers.
Yeah. Yeah, he
Yeah,
was great.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, really innovative guitar work for sure.
Okay, well, I've got three picks left down to the top three. It's so exciting.
What's up next?
My,
Hmm.
my number three is Countdown to Ecstasy by Steely Dan.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, ooh.
Matt, I was waiting for you to put a Steely Dan in there, so here we are.
Yeah, I had to bring out the heavy artillery for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always been my favorite Steely Dan album,
Uh-huh.
or maybe not always. Since I've heard it, it was my favorite.
Yeah.
But it's just an amazing album,
Hmm.
and it's got some amazing songs on it, and it's just so innovative in so many different ways. It's got a little bit of that jazz influence on there, and it's got a little bit of hard rock in there.
A little bit country, a little bit rock and roll.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah. I don't think you get much better than Countdown to Ecstasy.
That is such an odd pick for a top 10 list.
Yeah, I know it does seem odd. You could almost argue that Steely Dan was not really rock. Maybe there's like jazz rock or something like that, but
I
but
consider them to be rock and roll as anything else. That's just me. But then I would also say that they're jazz. Maybe can they be both at the same time?
yeah.
It can be jock, cross between jazz and rock.
Yeah, you could be a jock. Okay, that's cool. Jock. Yeah, I never thought of that. The song on there that reminds me most of you, Eric, would be the My Old School one, because I imagine that's one you really got into, right? My Old School.
Yeah, I like that one. I
Yeah,
think Bodhisattva is my favorite.
yeah, that's a good
There's a
one.
great clip of Steely Dan playing My Old School live on like the Mike Douglas show on
Yeah.
YouTube somewhere.
Oh yeah. I'll have to check that out. But I
Well,
like
all I can say about this is that it's a really odd pick.
I like Your Gold Teeth and King of the World. It's got so many great songs on it.
Mm.
Uh, oh, maybe it's an odd pick,
I just think
but
it's
yeah,
odd.
it's one of those albums people don't talk about that much. Like if people are talking about the greatest Steely Dan album, usually they'll say Asia, which is
Uh-huh.
not. It's I think that's a good album, but it's not one of my favorites.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think it's good too, personally, but it's not the greatest. That's all I can say about it. That's all I can say about it. I don't want to say any more about it.
You know, uh, I think that, if you look at Steely Dan's entire career, I think it would be fair to say that uh, Countdown to Ecstasy is part of their golden era. Their
Golden years.
yeah, their salad days, so to speak, of their
hmm
creative production, right in the zone there. I mean, these are classic songs, all of them. And I mean, I hear Buddy Sattva on the radio from time to time. It's always, uh, I enjoy hearing it on the radio, but I'll never turn it off. So it's just my feelings. But I love this stuff. But I just like everything from Steely Dan from this particular era. And I could see your point though that they had kind of progressed and there's a certain refinement maybe in this album that you didn't have in the earlier albums, that they're getting even more and more refined as they go, kind of
Well,
polishing
that
the
was
craft.
actually their second album, Countdown
Oh,
Next.
oh, it was their second. I thought it was their third. My bad. So yeah.
Pretzel Logic was the third, but you're right. I mean,
Hmm.
to me, all the albums from like the second one up until Royal Scam, to me, those were their best albums.
Okay. Yeah.
What you got, Mike? You've flashing us some fingers.
Yeah, you were just saying like their second album, and then you said Countdown to Ecstasy. So I was just making sure that the audience was keeping track of like
Okay.
to the
I
end.
get it. Oh man. Okay.
Yeah,
All
Thank you.
I was
right.
trying to help.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on to my number two.
True.
It's the White Album by the Beatles.
Oh, I think
And
I heard that.
I could have put Revolver. I kind of
The White Album's
interchange.
the right choice.
I kind of interchange Revolver and the White Album. Like I'm really just putting the White Album because I'm just tired of talking about Revolver. You know,
Yeah.
but I think I consider both of those to be two of the greatest albums ever made. So
Totally, man.
I'm
Totally.
putting the White Album for my number two. And
Who could argue with that?
Mhm.
yeah, man, there's so much I could say about the White Album. It blew my mind first time I listened to it, and I think it was really I think the White Album was really influential, and I
It
think
really
that,
influenced Manson.
yeah. Well,
Okay.
I think maybe it helped to inspire, like, punk rock and alternative rock. And I just feel like there's a whole bunch of music genres that were inspired by the White Album.
Yeah. That's one of the few Beatles albums that I like still regularly will listen to.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
I've heard most of the Stone. I mean, I've heard all of the Stones and all the Beatles, but I mean, there's certain bands like that that just like I've heard their records so many times I don't really need to listen to them again because I can just
Yeah.
imagine it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really listen to it that much anymore just because I don't want to get sick of it. I
Yeah.
don't
Right,
I
right.
don't want like Led Zeppelin 4. I listened to that album so many times I just got to where I don't even want to hear it again.
Airway dog.
you know. And so I'm really careful about trying not to listen to albums too many times if I like them because I don't want to like get tired of them.
Burn
I mean,
out
I've
on
been
it.
listening to that record religiously since I was like 4 years old. So that ship sailed for me a long time ago about listening to those records too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, since we're kind of featuring rock and just my little comment on the White Album, I don't think that the White Album is overwhelmingly a rock album. It has so many different types of genres and textures in it. But for me, the rockinest songs on the White Album would be "Happiness is a Warm Gun" is one of them, and then "Everybody's Got Something to Hide Except Me and My Monkey." That's a pretty intense
Your
song.
blues.
Yeah, yeah. And then yeah, so those two tracks really those are kind of like kind of on the verge of prog rock in some ways, maybe. Uh but I just wanted to because we were talking about this is rock, and your blues. I don't know, you could just go on because there's so many different textures and it's such a it's a
Yeah.
smorgasbord
Well,
album at the right time.
all the albums I'm talking about are
Yeah,
they're considered rock, but they're not necessarily, all hard rocking albums, like
right,
I
right.
considered doing all hard rock albums, but I decided
It's too
I'm just
limited.
gonna pick some of my favorite albums that are considered to be rock albums, you know.
You're in territory. Don't worry about it.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not criticizing. I'm just pointing out that those
I
two
think you
tracks, I
were,
think,
Joe. I
no,
think
I
you're being
wasn't.
way overcritical,
Well,
man.
if you're talking about rock albums by the Beatles, that's probably one of their hardest rocking albums they ever made. So I don't, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
I think
no,
Joe was just trying to start something,
yeah.
man.
No, I was
I
just
mean,
pointing out.
Helter Skelter, come on, man.
Yeah, I missed that one. That's right, I missed that one.
Come on,
But
come
those,
on.
yeah, I was just you getting me, you taking me the wrong way because I'm just highlighting what I think are the ones that
Come
are
on.
really the rocking the hardest on that album. Just my opinion for what it's worth. But
Yeah.
there's other ones that Savoy Truffle's pretty rocking track there, and
I
yeah,
mean,
so,
there's all these albums I've been naming. There's songs on all these albums that some people probably wouldn't consider to be rock songs, you know, but they're considered to be
Funny
rock
pie.
band. They're considered to be rock bands. So,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
uh,
They were on the Rock Band video game, so they got.
we can, if you want to do a separate episode of like hard rocking bands or
Yeah, if
whatever.
you want to just do a separate episode where you're just a big bully, why don't you do that, Joe?
Yeah, we could do.
Eric alone. Leave Eric alone.
You guys are being too hard on me here. I was just now forget it.
You set hard on.
Oh man, have we beat this horse to death or what? I mean, I feel like it's not moving anymore, man. It's just we just totally
Well,
out.
we're almost at number one, so something.
Okay, I got one more,
Okay, all right.
and my number one greatest rock album of all time is Physical Graffiti by Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is that rock hard enough for you, Joe?
Yeah, oh, come on, get off my case, man. Honestly,
Okay, tomato face.
yeah, I'm really sorry I even brought it up. I was just trying to show that that there were some tracks on there that really rocked hard. I wasn't trying to, put down the other tracks on the album. That wasn't my intention. I just said, "Hey, and on this rock album, these particular tracks rock really hard." And I'm just sorry. I wish I wouldn't have said anything. I'm sorry. Gosh.
You're just trying to take over the channel, man.
It's okay.
No, I'm not.
It's all good, man. It's all
all right.
good.
All right. I'm trying to have good vibes here, really. I didn't want to make anybody feel bad. Sorry. But yeah, Physical Graffiti
Yeah.
is a great album for sure. And it's got some great tracks on it. So yeah. I mean, it's got we were talking the other day, Eric and I, about what is it? The Wanton song. And I said it has
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
nothing to do with Chinese food. It was like getting into that whole play on words
I
there.
think that's my favorite Led Zeppelin song, to be
That's a
honest.
good one. Yeah, yeah.
If you happen to see that Page and Plant tour,
No,
they
I
got
didn't.
together like 96 or 97. It played Birmingham, and that was like the opening song.
Oh, wow, really?
I was like,
Oh,
okay, that's
wow.
something.
Yeah, there's just so many great songs on Physical Graffiti, man. I don't think
But
there's
it's not like it rocks or anything.
I don't think there's another album that comes anywhere close to being as great as Physical Graffiti, you know.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's just a
incredible
great
album.
album, man. I wish I had written more notes of what to say than I would be just sitting here saying, "Yeah,
What
man,
can you say?
this is a great album, man. It kicks ass, dude."
Well, it does, even though it's not really like rock. It's more
Well,
like, death ska, I would say.
well,
Yeah,
yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, some people say Physical Graffiti, like they'll like criticize some of the songs on there, but I don't think there's a bad song on that whole album.
Yeah.
No,
The
no.
later Zeppelin stuff, if I listen to Led Zeppelin at all these days, it starts there,
Mhm.
for sure.
Well, if you look at the trajectory of Led Zeppelin through the earlier albums, and you get to Physical Graffiti, I feel like that in a way this is kind of them at their peak, at the peak of their powers. And it's a double album too. It's got so much great stuff on it, and all joking aside, rock and roll obviously is not just always cranking up the amps and just, doing the most intensity.
Yeah, it is.
The beauty of all the acoustic work on there, the different textures and different styles. Some of the ballads are some of the tracks are different. Some of them are more mellow and relaxed, and so it's a great variety. You kind of go through this exploration on that album, and Eric, you and I talked about how you put the tracks in a particular order, and like when we're talking about this years ago, we're listening to a record, and I said I want to go to this track, and I lift up the needle, and you said something like, well, they put them on there on that order for a reason. I mean, I remember this. And I said, well, what do you mean? And he said, well, that's part of the artistic decision there is to put the tracks in a particular order. Listen through it and experience it. And I'm like, okay. And so after you said that, I was like, I'm never lifting up that. He's got a point there. I'm never lifting up that needle again. So when you go through Physical Graffiti, you go through all these different, moods and up and down. So I think that's another
Yeah.
reason that the album is so good. You should listen to it in order.
I always start on side 3. But can I ask you guys a question?
Mm.
You know that speaking of like the mellower tracks on there, like that solo acoustic song that's right after In the Light.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce that?
I was gonna say, don't make me try to pronounce that, man. That's
I just,
Bra-
the last
Brawny
mysteries.
Brawny or something.
Yeah,
or-
probably stuff like
It's
that.
Bronyar. Bronjar Stomp, right? Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
No, the Stomp is on their third album. That was just the
Oh, okay.
plain old
Well, that's right. Yeah.
Bronny, or however you say it.
It's that acoustic instrumental piece, right? Da, 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 da,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
da,
That's
da,
probably
da,
my
da.
favorite song of the album,
It's
along with
kinda-
the one song.
yeah. It doesn't. I don't think it has drums.
It's all just acoustic guitar. Yeah.
The Stomp has that beat to it. It's like doom, doom.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Oh, God, you're smiling with me. That's the way it should be.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I actually love that song.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
We can talk about that some other time.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a good one.
Okay, well, that wraps up my top 10 best rock albums of all time.
All right.
And this is part one. And in the next part, we're going to hear
Another part.
Joe's top 10 rock albums of all time.
So get
And
your
then we'll
fast.
do an episode with Mike's top 10 rock albums of all time.
If I
Right.
feel like it.
So y'all check it out
Uh-huh.
and leave us some comments and subscribe if you haven't subscribed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do so, please. We appreciate it.
Yeah. They appreciate it. I don't care.
All right. Talk to y'all later.
Yeah.
Very good. Welcome to the Panavox channel. My name is Joe.
I'm Brian Fellows.
And I'm Eric. And today on the Panavox channel, we're doing the 100 greatest rock albums of all time.
100?
And
100. What? I didn't prepare for that.
want to start over?
No, I like
100?
I like that. I like that. Let's actually just this
Okay,
time.
start over, Joe.
You want
Start
to start
over.
it over? I like that actually. That was cool. That's too bad. All right. You want to cut out the first part, or you decide if you want to include it in the
Yeah,
blooper?
just go ahead and do the introduction again.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Welcome to the Panavox channel. My name is Joe.
Hi, y'all. I'm Harry Krishner.
And I'm Eric. And today on the Panavox channel, I'm Eric. And today on the Panavox channel, we're doing the 10.
Top 10 albums.
I was going to keep starting over until I get it right, man.
All right, this is going to be a great blooper reel at the end.
I saw Mike getting ready to bust out laughing. And I was like, I can't see. Oh, man. I hate going
Take
first.
three. Take three.
All right.
You ready?
Blooper reel.
Take three.
Blooper reel.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Welcome to the Panavox channel. My name is Joe.
I'm Bronson.
And I'm Eric. And today on the Panavox channel, we're doing the top 10 greatest
Greatest.
Rock albums.
what is I don't even know what the hell I'm trying to say, man. But 10 best. What's the best way of saying it? Is it 10 best or best 10 or top 10 or
Best
greatest 10
top 10
greatest
best
or
records of all time.
what? Say it again.
Top 10 best records of all time.
Well, we're
Okay.
talking about rock albums, though, specifically.
Top 10. We're using top and best. That's good. Top 10 best rock albums of all time.
Okay.
Righteous. Okay, sounds good.
We don't have to do the intro again. I'll just do my intro and then I will chop it where necessary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the last 2 minutes I'll just cut it out.
Definitely that hat.
Okay, so here I go. Well, I didn't number these, so I'm having to kind of try to figure out
I think 7.
what each one. So we just did 7, so we're down.
Oh, I think that was 8, wasn't it?
No, 8. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
8.
Hey.
Hang on just a second.
So it
I'm
was
gonna
10,
switch.
9,
I'm gonna switch
8.
my bullet points out for numbers.
Oh man, this is so unprofessional.
Yeah, I know. This is
Well, I mean,
next.
The algorithm is gonna
you
hate us.
you can chop this out. Eric can chop out this
Yeah,
part.
I can chop it.
never
I'm
happened. Yeah.
But
I'm the chopper, man.
Editor-in-chief.
Enter and chop.
This thing's not cooperating.
Well, what's your next album up, Eric? Because I like to pull it up on my screen to kind of see the track list while you're talking. Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna cut all this crap out right here.
I think this should be the show.
You think changing bullets to numbers would be easy?
Nope.
I've done it a million freaking times, but for some reason right now it won't do it.
I think you need to reboot. No, I don't think you need to reboot.
Man, this is.
I can see Bill Gates' face coming up on your screen going, ha ha ha. Like that, just smack him across the face.
Clippy.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just about to mention that guy.
Clippy.
Hey, Clippy.
Sorry, guys.
That's okay. And you gotta get that list right so you can count them off the right way. Oh.
Because if you don't get them right, they'll be wrong.
Maybe like if you copied out the text and pasted it into another document, you would, kind of like reset it or something.
That's the sucker's way out, man.
Yeah.
Doing things right is for posers.
I like
Never in my freaking life would I think that I'd have to sit here for 10 minutes trying to change bullet points to numbers.
Hey, man, you should have seen me before the Chris Kirkwood episode when I magically erased every note that I'd been writing for the last 4 days and had to write them like all over again from memory.
And you're a computer expert too, man.
Yeah, I had them on my phone, and I had them in I use like text messages for like Notepad, which is not a great idea.
Yeah.
So I tried to transfer them into an email so I could email them to the computer that has the printer attached. And when I tried to cut and paste, it was like zip, they're gone.
Dang, I didn't know that.
Because you deleted
I know, I
instead of.
deliberately didn't mention it because I didn't want y'all to freak out.
Did you delete it instead of copying it?
I fat fingered something and it just disappeared. Like my finger did something it wasn't supposed to do.
Okay, I finally got these numbers.
There's Eric.
I should have already had a number, but I just didn't. See, that's what happens when I don't prepare.
Yeah.
Everything just runs off the freaking tracks.
If you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
I tried to get all this crap together this morning, but
that was this morning.
Eric, if it were up to me, I would kick your computer's rear end, but then you would.
I'm just glad my table didn't collapse when I hit it just now. Because that would have added to my frustration.
Put that in the video.
Oh.
I'm sorry about that, guys.
It's all good. It's kind of like I wonder how much of this could be included in the video. Some of it's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it.
Yeah, some of it. It's just like little clips of you getting mad and stuff. I like that actually. Yeah, that might be all right. Okay, so is it time for number 7, right?
Yes, number 7. I got the number now. I can tell you what number it is. I'm not sitting here like 10, 9, 8, 7. Wait a minute.
6 is after that.
Okay, we're at number 7.
I need to go back to Sesame Start watching those old Sesame Street episodes so I can
9, 8,
get
7. That's what you're gonna be doing right.
I need a refresher course.
That counts, man. He's a hell of a pimp.
Okay.